Good morning, everyone. This is group number 112, assessment 3, and we are here for the detention review and examination of Miss Samantha Morales. Good morning, member. My name is Navdeep Kaur, and I represent Miss Samantha Morale in this detention review. Miss Morale was detained by CBSA because officers were concerned about the purpose of her visit since she landed in Vancouver instead of Toronto, where she normally travels, and because of her past history with the seasonal work permit. CBSA also raised concern that she might not appear for further examination or admissibility hearing. At this time, I will ask Ms. Morale some questions so that she can explain the true purpose of her visit, her strong family ties in Chile, and the support she has had here in Canada. This testimony will show that she is not a flight risk and that release with the reasonable condition is appropriate. Good morning, Ms. Morale. Could you please state your full name for the record?
Yeah, hi, good morning. My name is Samantha Morales. Samantha is my first name and Morales is my last name. It is spelled as Samantha, and the last name is Morales.
Could you please tell me about your date of birth?
Yes, I was born on March 4th, 1979.
What is your nationality and which passport do you hold?
Yeah, I am a citizen of Chile and I hold a valid Chilean passport. My passport number is P00111 222 and it is valid until February 2022.
When did you arrive in Canada and at which airport?
Yeah, I arrived in Canada on December 15, 2020, and the airport was Vancouver International Airport.
Have you ever landed in Vancouver airport before?
No, this is my first time. So earlier I had entered Canada through Toronto, Ontario. So yes, this is my first time to Vancouver.
Why did you choose the Vancouver airport this time?
Uh, because this time my mother was hospitalized in Vancouver. So my aunt had called me and told me to come immediately. So it was an urgent medical situation. That's why I landed in Vancouver.
Can you describe what were you told about your mother condition?
Yes, so my aunt, Rosa Morales, she had sent me a WhatsApp message because we are in touch through mostly through WhatsApp messages. We exchange messages. So she had mentioned that your mom is very ill and she's in ICU, which is intensive care unit. So and please come fast. She has an ovarian cancer, and the doctors had said that she's in her last stage. So in such situation, I knew I had to reach there as soon as I can.
Do you have any documentary evidence to support this?
Yes, I do have a letter from hospital. So there is a letter from South Vancouver Hospital confirming that my mother was admitted there on December 10, 2020.
Let's talk about your living situation. Where do you normally live?
Yeah, so I'm a citizen of Chile and I have a passport of Chile and I live in Santiago in Chile.
Okay, perfect. Who you live with with the family over there?
Yes, so I do have a family. I am married. Been married for more than 16 years now, and my husband and I have two children. One is 12-year-old and one is 15-year-old. So yes, this is my family. We are a family of four.
Could you please tell us more about them?
Yeah, so my husband is employed with a private employer in Chile, and I have two sons. One is 12-year-old and one is 15-year-old. Both are school-going children, and like every other, all the school-going children, they are dependent on me and we are very much closely involved family.
So so do you intend to return to Chile after your visit here?
Yes, so absolutely, because I did not have any intention to stay here for a longer period of time anyway. In the past also, I never stayed for a longer period of time, simply because my family is not with me here. My husband and my two children are in Chile. So I miss them, and of course, when my mother gets better, and then definitely I would return to Chile to be with them.
Have you ever visited Canada before?
Yes. So I had previously visited Canada, and like it was based on seasonal work, which I got from one of the employer. So I had to season, like I had come here on a seasonal work permit.
Can you describe the type of work you did last time that you were here?
Sure. So for seasonal work permit, so I worked with an employer who is into landscaping business. So he had called me during spring and summer months. So I stayed there during these two seasons.
How many years did you do that last time?
So for 2 years, like each time, like I was there just for the seasonal work, which is during spring and summers.
And after each work permit ended, what did you do?
So, like after my work permit, or you can say before the expiration of my work permit, and when I had completed my job duties and with my landscaping employer, I fulfilled all their requirements. And after finishing the work, I had returned to Chile, and before my work permit expired.
Did you ever overstay in Canada?
No, I never overstayed in Canada in my previous seasonal work permit duration. I never overstayed.
Did you ever work outside the scope of your permits?
No. So on my work permit, it was categorically mentioned that I could work with only uh, them only, like my employer only, and it was a landscaping job. So I was not allowed to work in any other job, and therefore I did not even look for any job anywhere else, and I just worked with them only.
So that means you complied with the Canadian immigration law in the past.
Yes, I had always complied with the Canadian immigration law in the past.
Now, CBSA has raised a concern about the WhatsApp message between you and your aunt, where PR was mentioned. Can you tell us a little bit more about that message?
Yeah, I know that they have raised a concern. Yeah, so for that, I wanted to tell you. So it was just a casual conversation, WhatsApp conversation, which never we discussed further on that. So what happened was, my aunt had suggested me because I had work experience, I had gained some work experience through my seasonal works during in Canada. So she told me that I could apply for or I could consider getting a permanent residency of Canada in the future. So I told her it was a good idea to think about someday, but not just in order to close the conversation, but it was never my intention. And it was just one random message. After that, we did not followed that conversation. We did not discuss anything about our conversation. There is nothing, no mention of any PR application which we are gonna pursue or had an intent to pursue in our conversation, because my family is in Chile, and therefore I do not have any intention to live here in Canada like permanently.
So, what is the purpose of your current trip?
So for my current visit, my only purpose is my mother. She is terminally ill. She is diagnosed with cancer. So, and the doctors had also confirmed that she's in the last stage. So I knew that I had to be with my mother during this crisis and during this time of need.
So, let's turn to do you have a sport in Canada? Do you have any family member here?
Yes, so I have my aunt who lives in Canada, and her name is Rosa Morales. Last name is same as mine.
So, who is Rosa Malars in
So
relation
Rosa,
to you?
yeah, so Rosa Morales is my aunt, and she's my mother's sister.
How long she has been in Canada?
So she has been in Canada, I believe, for more than 20 years now. And as of now, she's also a Canadian citizen as well.
What does she do for a living?
So yeah, she works with a company named ABC Limited Retail Stores. She has been working there for quite some time, and she started like at a very uh, you can say at a very entry level position, and over a period of time, she has been promoted to supervisor role, and now she is working with ABC Retail Limited retail store as a supervisor, and she also she has a good salary over there. So she had told me that her annual salary is close to $70,000, and she also gets annual bonus also on the basis on the performance of the company and the employee.
Has she offered sport to you while you are here?
Sorry, can you please come again?
So, has she offered sport to you while you are here?
Yes, so she has offered me a place to live with her, like which is her home only, and she's also willing to act as my bonds person. She, as I told earlier, that her annual salary is $70,000, and through her tenure, because she has been working there for quite a long period of time, over a period of years, she has also accumulated some good savings. So. Right now, her savings are roughly around $50,000 at Scotia Bank in Vancouver.
So, if board were to release you on condition, where would you stay?
So yes, if for like my aunt, definitely Rosa Morales. So she's my mother's sister also, and I have closed like a relationship with her. She's very fond of me, and I'm very fond of her. So I would like to live with my aunt Rosa only, and she lives in Vancouver. She has been living there for quite some time. I know many people in her neighborhood also because of the previous visits I had, or because of the stories which I've heard from Rosa aunt. So her address is 3421 Kings Road, Vancouver, and like she lives in Vancouver. And if you want, I can also provide the phone number. Her phone number is 236-787 8787.
Would you comply with the reporting requirements such as checking in with the CBSA regularly if CBSA put any conditions on you?
Yes, absolutely. I would be happily ready to do whatever is the requirement in such situation. I would comply with all the guidelines, all the conditions they put on me, and if the need, yeah, so I will comply with all the conditions. Yes.
Would you provide all the contact details up to date with the CBSA after you were released?
Yes, absolutely. I can provide my previous 10 years employment history, education history, address history, or any change in phone number. So I'm willing to provide all the information they would ask me for. I do not have any issues with that. I'll be very transparent with that because I don't think I have anything to hide or from the immigration officials. So I'll fully support them in order to make their job easier.
Would you respect any financial bond that your aunt post on your behalf?
Yes, definitely. I would. Sorry, can you please say it again? Can you please ask this question again?
So, would you respect any financial bond that your aunt pay on your behalf?
Yes, definitely. I would do that.
Okay. So, also one more concern. Can you tell us a little brief in your own world why board should trust that you will appear when required and return home afterward?
Sure. So yeah, as I told you over all the questions, so I would reiterate also in briefly. So because I had never broken any Canadian immigration rules in the past, I followed all the conditions mentioned on my permits in the previously also, and this time My only reason for coming to Canada is to see my sick mother. I have my spouse and two children in Chile waiting for me, and I could never think of abandoning them. And I'm ready to fulfill any conditions when I am released. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. This is what I wanted to say.
Thank you, Miss Morale.
Thank you so much. So now I, as a counsel, would give my submissions. So this is a detention review, and under Section 58 1B of the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act. So the question before you is whether Ms. Morales is unlikely to appear for further examination and admissibility hearing or removal. So here are submission. I submit that detention is not justified for the following reasons. There are four reasons. So the first reason is strong record of compliance. So Ms. Morales has previously entered Canada on seasonal work permits. Each time she complied fully with the conditions and returned home before her work permits expired. So there is no history at all for any overstay or any breach of conditions. So she complied thoroughly. She was aware of all her duties. And second is humanitarian purpose of visit. So this time it's not a necessity out of work or any other reason. This time it's here because her mother is sick. She is admitted in a Vancouver hospital, and as her aunt had messaged that she is terminally ill, so that's why she had come to Canada urgently so that she can be with her mother in this time of need. There is also a letter from hospital which confirms that yes, she is admitted there. Her arrival in Vancouver instead of Toronto is explained by this medical emergency and nothing else. And also, talking about the strong ties to Chile because she's married, she has a husband and two children, ages 12 and 15, two school-going children, aged 12 and 15-year-old, who are there in Santiago, Chile. So she definitely would be reuniting with them when her mother recovers or before her before her visa expires. And again, she has responsibilities towards her family to fulfill, and she has like full support there, right? The significant ties if we talk about. And the last one, according to me, like the last one is reliable support in Canada. So like her name is Rosa Morales. She's a Canadian citizen, has been living in Canada for over more than 20 years, is employed as a supervisor with a company named ABC Retail. Her annual salary is 70,000, and she also has a savings of $50,000 as per her bank statements from Scotiabank. And her aunt Rosa is also willing to act as a bonds person, so she would supervise Samantha and ensure that she complies with all the conditions set by immigration. Conclusion. So, given her strong compliance history and her family ties to Chile and the current situation in hand, which is her mother's like medical situation, so it's a kind of a humanitarian reason for this visit, and the availability of like credible bonds person, which her aunt has offered to become to be. So if the division still has any questions, they can be addressed through reasonable conditions such as any bond, maybe some additional reporting requirement, whether whatever online, physical, morning, evening. So she would comply by all those requirements, and or living with her aunt, right? Therefore, I respectfully request that Ms. Morales be released from conditions based on the submission and the 4 points which we have discussed. And thank you, member.
Thank you.
Thank you.